Luke, do you have a minute? I have something important to discuss.
Sure, Ellie. What's going on? Is there a problem?
Recently, Emma has been acting strange. Do you know anything about it?
No, not really. I think Emma's the same as usual. What exactly is strange about her?
Emma has been crying frequently. I'm worried there might be an issue between you two.
Crying? I didn't know that. I'm busy with work, so I'll leave the household matters to Emma.
I understand you're busy with work, but you should also pay attention to your family. Emma needs your support.
Household matters should be handled by women, right? I'm earning money outside. Isn't that enough?
That's not quite right. A couple should support each other. Emma seems exhausted both physically and mentally, and she needs your support.
Ellie, how am I supposed to balance work and household matters? That's impossible.
In that case, you should take more interest in your family. You need to make an effort to understand Emma's struggles.
No way. That's impossible. I have my own way of doing things. Besides, I think Emma is doing just fine.
There are times when your way doesn't work. I want you to be more aware of your responsibilities as a family member.
Even if you say family, in the end, I'm the most important. Actually, without me, Emma and our daughter would be in trouble. I can't sacrifice myself to help someone else.
That will only make Emma and Zoe unhappy. Sometimes, self-sacrifice is necessary to protect the family.
No way. Such idealistic thinking won't make a family work. Look at reality, Ellie.
You're the one not seeing reality. I want you to feel even a little bit how much Emma is suffering.
I don't care about that. I'm living to enjoy my own life.
That's a very selfish way of thinking. Don't forget that life is about having a family.
Well, I have my own thoughts. No matter how Emma feels, I won't change.
That attitude will destroy your family. Please think seriously about it again.
You won't listen to what I say, will you? Enough, Ellie.
It's Zoe. I hope you don't mind if my spelling is a bit off. Zoe? What's wrong? Is everything okay? Yeah. Zoe, you're using WhatsApp so well. You're only 4, that's amazing. But at this late hour? Mom asked me to text you. Your mom? Grandma, help! I'm scared. I can't stand up. What's going on? Daddy stepped on Mom's tummy and weird water is coming out. Where is Dad? He stepped on Mom's tummy and left somewhere. Stepped on Mom's tummy? Weird water? Could it be her water broke? What should I do? Grandma, Mom is in trouble. Come quickly. I'll come to your house right away, Zoe. Wait for me. Okay. Luke, sorry to bother you so late. Are you still working? Where are you now?
Oh, Ellie? Good evening. I'm at home. Is there something you need?
I can't reach Emma and I'm a bit worried. Is she feeling unwell?
Oh, Emma is fast asleep in her room right now. She's been like this a lot lately. I don't think there's anything unusual.
Oh, I see. That's a bit reassuring, but I still want to talk to her directly.
I've heard that pregnancy makes you very sleepy, and she's really been sleeping a lot. She sleeps like a baby. Zoe is sleeping with her, so I'm relaxing alone in the living room watching TV. I'm enjoying some alone time after a long while. If you have something important, could you contact her again when she's awake? Sorry, but I don't want to wake her while she's resting.
I see. Got it. I'll contact you later then. By the way, Luke, which living room are you talking about?
Huh? It's obviously the living room at home. Which living room did you think I meant? There's no other living room.
I see. The living room at home. You mean the house where you, Emma, and Zoe live together, right?
Yes, exactly. Where else would it be?
That's strange. I'm in that living room with Zoe right now. Are you really at home? The living room we are in is the one you call home.
What? What do you mean by that?
I have the house key from Emma, and I'm babysitting Zoe right now. By the way, I've left Emma, who's in the hospital with my younger daughter.
What? In the hospital? What do you mean? Really?
You still don't get it? Emma's delivery ended safely.
Huh? Delivery? So suddenly? No way, that's...
She was left alone after her water broke, and I called an ambulance as soon as I got the message.
An ambulance? I had no idea it was that serious.
It was quite a commotion. I was really surprised when I got the message in that situation. And I also know that you haven't been home since yesterday.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by that? Who could...
How did the message get to me? Is that what you're asking?
But there wasn't anyone at that time.
Well, Zoe, who you thought couldn't possibly do it, informed me through WhatsApp.
Zoe? There's no way she could do that.
I thought it was too early to teach Zoe how to use a smartphone.
I was aware that Zoe was into Emma's gig of creating educational apps from home. But I had no clue Emma was the one who taught her how to write.
Yes, exactly. Taking advantage of that, Zoe started messaging me on WhatsApp, and she quickly learned how to use it.
No way. That's surprising.
Emma probably didn't intend for it to be useful in such an emergency, but it turned out to be very helpful this time.
What?
So, Luke, where are you now?
That's...
Well, I have a hunch.
What do you mean by that insinuating tone?
Then let me be blunt. Aren't you with your mistress right now?
What? What do you mean by that? I have no idea what you are talking about.
Think back to the day before yesterday. When Emma told you she was in labor, you suddenly shouted, "You cheated on me," and pushed her. She broke her water from the fall and you stomped on her belly in anger. Then you left the house.
What? How do you know all that in such detail? I don't even remember that.
You seem to have completely forgotten. But when Zoe was born, you installed surveillance cameras in the main areas of the house, right?
What? I don't remember that.
Emma told me that the smartphone app for those cameras should be on your phone.
Oh, now that you mention it, there was something like that.
So you remember. I watched the recording on Emma's phone. It was awful. It made me feel sick. I couldn't believe you would do something like that.
Well, that is...
There's more. There's also a recording of when you brought your mistress into the house, while Emma was hospitalized for severe morning sickness.
What? Really? That is, well...
So you understand now, don't you? Emma already knew about your affair.
No way. I had no idea.
I want Emma to divorce you.
What? Divorce? No way. That's not what I intended.
Emma herself wants it too. So we're moving forward with getting a lawyer soon. So please be prepared for that.
No, wait a minute. We just had a baby and now divorce?
That's not something you should say when you were cheating while expecting a child. You should reflect on your actions.
But what should I do?
Also, we'll be taking care of Zoe. For safety reasons, we'll keep her out of daycare. Naturally, after Emma is discharged, she'll come here with a newborn.
Don't decide everything on your own. Let me say something too.
Do you think a man who endangered the lives of my daughter and grandchildren has the right to speak?
But...
And you hypocritically accused Emma of cheating.
But that's...
We will hear your side through a lawyer from now on. There's nothing more to say.
Ellie, wait, please.
Goodbye. There's nothing more to discuss, so please go through the lawyer.
Hey, Emma. I have something to say to you. It's not fair for you to accuse me of cheating while ignoring your own affair. Since you don't seem to get it, let me be clear. I know you're cheating with that half-Brazilian guy. I saw it with my own eyes 6 months ago. I bet this baby isn't even mine. It's his. It was born 3 weeks early, right? That's not normal.
You don't seem to have any remorse. Do you understand what you've done? The safety of the mother and child could have been in jeopardy. You should keep your mouth shut, Luke. Can't you at least wait for the lawyer to contact you?
What? I haven't done anything.
I have Emma's phone.
What?
I suspected something, so I took it, and I was right. Sending such one-sided accusatory messages. What are you doing to your wife who is physically and mentally exhausted right after giving birth?
I cheated because she cheated first. It's payback.
What?
Well, basically, it's mutual fault. If we're getting divorced, let's do it quickly. We don't need a lawyer because we both cheated.
Unbelievable. First, it's entirely possible for a baby to be born 3 weeks early, which is just on the borderline of being premature.
What?
If you're so concerned, why don't you get a DNA test? And next, the half-Brazilian guy you think is Emma's lover is her half-brother Paul.
Huh? Half-brother? What do you mean by that? Please explain in more detail.
My late husband had been married before he married me. He had a son named Paul with his first wife, who was Brazilian. Paul lived with us for a while when he was young. When his first wife fell seriously ill and had a long-term hospital stay, including rehabilitation, Paul stayed with us for about 2 years. It was really tough, but it brought us closer together. That's how Paul naturally became familiar with me, his stepmother, and Emma, his half-sister.
What? Really? I had no idea. I'm surprised to learn about such a past.
Emma must have told you about this before. Do you not remember? I think it's quite an important matter.
Huh? Well, now that you mention it, I think she did tell me something like that before we got married, but I don't remember the details.
Paul now lives in his mother's hometown in Brazil, and he hasn't had many opportunities to come to America. But 10 months ago, he finally came to America for a business trip, and they reunited. It was a really happy reunion. Didn't Emma tell you that when she went to meet Paul? I believe she explained it clearly.
She did say she was going to meet her brother from Brazil who came to America, but I didn't think it was that important.
See? You did hear it. You might not remember, but it's important.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I completely forgot about the half-brother and thought I'd never heard of a brother. So I secretly followed her.
Ah, and then you made the ridiculous mistake of thinking Emma was cheating? This is unbelievable.
I never imagined it was really her brother. I'm truly sorry.
By the way, during the reunion 10 months ago, I was with them too. So I was surprised by your misunderstanding.
What? You were there too, Ellie? I didn't notice at all.
Maybe I'm just that unnoticeable.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. I'm really sorry.
Zoe, can we talk a little? I want to hear how you've been doing lately. You type so well, Zoe. Yeah, okay. I like talking with you, Grandma. Zoe, what do you think about Dad? If you have any feelings about him, please tell me. Dad? Yes. You can talk about anything you feel. Grandma will listen to everything. Well, Dad is a little scary. Why do you feel scared? Did something happen? Dad is always angry. He's always mad at Mom and at me too. That's why I'm scared. That must have been tough. Grandma wants to understand your feelings, Zoe. Can you tell me more? Okay. So, Zoe, do you want to keep living with Dad? Tell me your honest feelings about whether you really want to stay with him. No, I don't want to live with Dad. Why do you feel that way? Can you tell me your feelings? Dad is always angry and scares me. Mom looks sad too, and it's not fun when Dad is around. I see. So you and Mom can have a better time if Dad isn't around. Yeah, I think so. I'm happiest when Mom is smiling. Thank you for telling me your feelings, Zoe. Grandma will always support you and Mom, so you can be happy. So if anything happens, tell me anytime. Thank you, Grandma. I'm really glad you're here. And I'll make sure you don't have to be scared, Zoe. Grandma will protect you. I'm always on your side. Okay, got it. Thank you, Grandma.
Ellie, what is going on here? This is too much. How am I supposed to live from now on? As it is, I have to take on debt to pay child support and alimony in a lump sum for 2 people. How am I supposed to survive in this situation? Right after the divorce, being told that you are considering filing a criminal complaint is really just too much. Why is this happening? Why do I have to go through this? I can't take this anymore.
The fact that you can still complain on WhatsApp means the police haven't come yet. But it's only a matter of time before they do.
Why do I have to deal with the police? This is ridiculous.
Have you forgotten what you did? Or do you really not remember? You pushed Emma when she was in labor, causing her water to break. And then you stomped on her belly. Do you remember that?
Well,
And if you had called an ambulance yourself, it might have been somewhat better. But you didn't, did you?
because I misunderstood and thought Emma was cheating at that time.
But that doesn't justify hurting your wife. It's really shocking that you don't understand that.
Let me talk to Emma again. I really need to talk to her. And let me see Zoe too. I'm her father. I want to see the newborn as well. Please allow at least that much.
I have no trust in your words at all. Don't contact us anymore. I have no intention of being involved with you further.
Please don't say that, Ellie. I'm really reflecting on my actions. Ellie, please. At least give me a chance to talk. I don't want it to end like this.
After the divorce was finalized, Luke found himself burdened with a huge debt, leading to a difficult life. Due to his infidelity and violence, he was abandoned by close friends and family, spending lonely days. His work didn't go well, and he ended up repeatedly changing jobs, only to find low-paying work. At one point, he sought help from his mistress, but she soon left him after discovering his true nature. Luke eventually lost his house and moved into a small apartment. With no money and no friends, his life was reduced to working each day just to survive. Meanwhile, Emma and Zoe started a new life and are living happily. Surrounded by the support and love of family, they regained their smiles. From now on, I will also work hard together with them.